Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah, AMD I went long midday. And also I went long fastly, like literally a few minutes after I cut the stream. It took out the highs of the day. And I went long here. I felt like I was chasing, so I only did half size. And, it made a huge move after I bought it. Went up like another 7-8% after I bought it. Just straight up. That's what strong stocks do. You buy them, you feel like you're chasing, and then they go straight up. That's a sign of strength. Like this thing could be back at 110 next week. Also bought the AMD. Where is it? Here. It bounced perfectly off the 20-day moving average, and then on the 60-minute chart, it took out this range. So that's where I bought it, and I'm using this like low 81s as my stop for it, not the lows of the day. That would be crazy. Tesla I also added yesterday when it took out this trend line. It looked exactly like down here, like this Tesla does that, like if you go back like this year, this is exactly how Tesla trades. Takes out these flags. It's a very technical stock. So I did 1,500 shares, like 1910 or something like that, and went straight up. I sold like half of those ads into the close, and I sold some more pre-market. So that was a really nice one. But I'm getting killed on PDD pre-market. I forgot they had earnings. I went into these earnings almost, almost full size. I only sold like, I don't know, where did I go long? I went long like $94 or high 93s or something like that. And I only sold like maybe 10-15% of my position into strength. And I probably should have sold like half or something like that before the close yesterday, but I forgot they had earnings, and now it's gapping down. That's, yeah, well, what can I say? It's gapping down below my stop. But my new stop is pre-market lows. That's my new stop. Because technically, if you look at it technically, it undercut the 50-day in pre-market. I think there's a good chance this thing reverses back up to 90 plus intraday. Like technically, it's trading really well. Even though it's down in pre-market. It looks like it may have found support on the 50-day. We'll see. Like, I'm gonna take a pretty big loss, close to 200k, if I get stopped out, and that's on me because I broke my own rules because I was sloppy. But I think there's a good chance it may bounce back. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, it's your fault, guys. You didn't remind me. Sohu, should it show up in your scans? Yes, it should. Sohu is a really beautiful setup, and it's like this thing is what 200, almost 200% in the past 3-4 months. This thing, and it's kind of liquid too, or not very liquid, but it trades like more than 10 million in dollar volume generally. So yeah, I think it should be in your scans. This thing should be in your scans. What's the ADR? 10.2. Yeah, it should be. Like, this is a really beautiful setup. It is definitely a momentum leader. It should be in your scans. Twitter, yeah, I think Twitter looks decent. It's not the fastest moving stock. None of you should trade it. Like, there's no reason for, if you have less than say 10 million, there's no reason to trade stocks like these, ADR below 3 or ADR below 4. But for me, like, it's a very liquid stock, and this kind of stock I can risk 50 cents to make $10-15. Like, it's and it's liquid. For me it's kind of nice, but it's a slower type. SHLL. Congrats to those who bought SHLL of this little ascending base break. This was like, really good looking setup. Really good. This is exactly what you want to see. Big momentum stock, pulls back, finds support on one of the key moving averages, the 10, the 20, or the 50, and starts building higher lows, builds a tight range. Look at how tight the day before the breakout was, right? And then it has a breakout. A clean breakout and goes straight up. That's exactly what we look for. This is like an ideal trade. Like, same thing, like not very similar, but Fastly too. This thing went up, it surfed the 10 and 20 day, right? Then it had this, then it gapped down on earnings, had a little bit of flush, undercut the 50 day and started surfing the 50 day. Like, I always, it's 10, 20, 50. These are the only only indicators you need. The only indicators you need. You gotta pay attention to momentum leaders who find support on the key moving averages, start building higher lows, and then that break out of a tight range. Okay, there's tens of millions. If you master that kind of setup, you can make tens of millions, make hundreds of millions over the course of your life. You gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. You gotta study thousands of stocks from the past decades, and you'll see that's how leading stocks move. That's how they move. That's how you build the conviction. That's how you increase your skill. VRM. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it gapped down. I think it gapped down on earnings. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it could work. It's maybe not a momentum leader. It's a recent IPO, but their earnings is kind of... Oh, well, actually, it's a temporary thing, the quarterly decline. It's going to pick up next year and the year after. So, yeah, we'll see. They have a really good, they estimated core revenue growth for next year and the year after. So that's fuel for the stock. You always want to provide fundamentals with technicals, and earnings and revenue growth, that's fuel. A leading stock, just focus on the stocks that everything that you get in your scans is technically a momentum leader. You scan for the strongest stocks, they're all momentum leaders. They may not be the leaders. Like, in your scans, you're obviously going to get a lot of micro and small cap names, while I mostly get like large and mid cap names in my scans. But if it's a momentum leader, it's a momentum leader. It may not be a leading stock, something like Amazon or Facebook or Google, but it can still be a momentum leader. BE is similar to SHLL. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and this one I bought. I bought it on the stream. Where did I buy it? Like 1350s, 1360s? What's my average? Like, I was pretty early on it. Yeah, 1361 is my average. I bought like 50,000 shares or something like that. 1361. I got it on it early because I was prepared. I was prepared. As soon as it started breaking out, it had a big move, pulled back, started building higher lows above the 50-day, and then it had it got tighter and tighter, and then it had a breakout. Boom. Once you see that, you can't hesitate. Exactly the same thing happened with Fastly. Now, Fastly, unfortunately, it gapped down, so it was kind of a white candle. It would have been better if it hadn't gapped down and opened in the like 70 at 78. It would have been better if it had opened at 80 or something, because then the candle wouldn't have been this wide, and I would have probably done twice the size I did. I did 16,000 shares, but I would have done like 30,000, 35,000 shares. But you know, that's what it is. That happened to me on Tesla too. I didn't buy full size because the range was so wide. It was already way up on the day, so I was too afraid to buy full size. Only bought third size. Spot, it broke out yesterday. KDMN. KDMN, there's absolutely nothing here. This is absolutely nothing what we want to see in a stock. There's absolutely nothing here. You know, you should look at my swing trading school videos on YouTube. Nice car. How did Candy car look like? Someone on Twitter said it looked like shit. Are you kidding me? It does. Yeah. Well, it's obviously not for the US markets. Like, I need to go get some water. Be right back. PDD not looking great into the open. You know what the worst thing that could happen would be? If it undercuts my stop, flushes below 84 and then reverses and goes back to 90 plus. That would be like, that would, oh my god, that would suck. I really hope like it finds support here at around 86 at the open and then goes back to 90 plus. Or if it like goes down, takes out my stop and goes down to like sub 80. But the worst thing that would happen is if it undercuts my stop and then reverses. That would hurt. That would not only hurt my wallet, it would also hurt my feelings. Yeah, OTC stocks are also very technically friendly. Yeah, absolutely. OTC stocks, you know, you can get some insanely perfect setups in those. The OTC, they haven't really been, you know, the game in town for many years. Like OTCs were back hot when I started trading, up until maybe 2013, 2014. After that, OTCs have been pretty much dead. But you know, there were traders who made millions per year that only traded OTC stocks. I know several. They made like multi-million per year in, year out, just trading OTC stocks. But that game is long gone. There's just like no one trades OTC anymore. There's no volume, and this, you know. Yeah, I mean, AMD. Yeah, OTCs 2013. Fannie Mae was insane. Yeah, wheat. Yeah, there were some wheat stocks in 2018. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Once you have a big enough wallet, the only thing can hurt is feelings. Oh, market is open now. Let's see what we get. I'm not really excited about anything out of the gate. Just want to see how things play out. There are days to be aggressive, and then there are days to just take a step back and, you know, see what triggers. And we have a little bit alert fest out of the gate. Okay, PDD, this is where you bounce. Come on, bounce. Come on, bounce already. I don't want to take a $200,000 loss. Okay, come on, reverse back higher. Come on. So far, it's holding the 50-day. You see this magic red line? It's holding it for now. For now, it's trying to, but we'll see. Okay, some stocks are trying to break out today. I'm not sure I'll buy anything. I'm kind of fully invested from yesterday. I did some size on AMD and Tesla. Shopify is trying to. TTD is trying to. Spotify broke out yesterday, having some follow through today. Twilio broke out yesterday, having some follow through today. This is what good breakouts do. They just, you know, follow through. They don't give you any headaches or doubt. They just go up. Okay, so far PDD is holding the 50-day. They're fighting it here. If it takes out the highs of the day, like goes to like 88 or something, I'm gonna move my stop to the lows of the day. But right now, they're still kind of fighting. We'll see. AMD having followed through. Tesla, holy shit, this thing wants to go to 2000. What a beast. Fastly, oh, I gotta sell a tiny bit of Fastly. And just like that, I'm up like $1 million on the week. You know, it just took like 2 days, 3 days, 2 days. But see, you know, things are following through now, for now. Yeah, and if Tesla goes to 2200, it's my biggest position, you know, that will be pretty awesome. Like Tesla alone, I'm up over $1 million, yeah, probably $1 million past since I bought it. And then I added yesterday, and that was also a nice contributor. Cruise lines and are starting to show some strength. RCL and NCLH. And airlines too. Just like that. That's where you gotta be in the markets. Like, you can't go away because, you know, things are not following through, because you never know when, you know, things start working again. You gotta be there. You know, you gotta be there. The market doesn't trade on your schedule or on your feelings. You know, you gotta be there when the market is ready, not when you are ready. NIO got tighter yesterday. Yeah. I think it needs to go sideways a bit more. Like, there was a potential entry earlier this week on this day here. Amazon, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna affect Amazon. Yeah, NIO is not that tight, in my opinion. Gotta sell some RKT2 here. Okay, PDD is still holding up. It's building higher lows on the 1 minute chart. Maybe they can finally pop through 88. Go back to 90 plus. Then I'll move my stop to lows of the day. Cars, if the setup looks good, it looks good. You know, momentum is all that you really need to focus on. Like, it helps if it also has earnings and revenue, but I don't think it's like a momentum leader. But I don't know, maybe it could work. I would like to see more tightness on it though. Yeah, SHLL. You know, and this is why you use the 10-day moving average as your trailing stop, because this thing could go to 40, 50 before the move is over. You don't know that. That's why you always trail. If you want to make big money, you gotta be in the big winners, and the only way to be in big winners is to have some kind of trailing stop. That's the only way. No shortcuts. T-Dog building, yeah, but T-Dog is straight up. It's been building in strength for a past week. I'm still a little bit frustrated. I got stopped out. I had such a good entry. I had good size. I had it nailed, but it just had to go a couple of bucks below my stop. That happens all the time, unfortunately. That's why most people don't make it in trading, because the frustration gets to them. Mobile. Where, you know, what's the setup here? Did you buy it on this day here? In case, you know, in that case you should start selling by Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. You sell a third or half on Monday or Tuesday on, you know, like day 3, 4 or 5, and then you just trail with the 10-day moving average. Then you won't need any price targets, because then you will have a systematic way of capitalizing on moves. You don't need price targets. Overstock is starting to break lower. Like on the 60-minute chart, Overstock is testing the rising 20 EMA. If it loses that, you know, that would be like the first sign of weakness for this stock in a while. It could be a potential short entry. Could be. I just shorted 20,000 shares of Overstock. Let's see what happens. I think highs of the day would be my stop. But if it reclaims the 20 EMA like really quickly, then I'll probably get out. Like right now, it looks like it wants to reclaim. Like if it can bounce and reclaim VWAP, that's where I'll just get out of it. Because it's 20 EMA is not to be played around with. If it finds support there, you know, there could be some insane buying. You don't want to be on the wrong side of that move. Workhorse, yeah, I'm kind of watching it. But they're still waiting for that contract. I mean, I don't think it will make a big move up or down unless they get the contract news. Until we know if they get the part of the USPS contract or not. BHVE, there's nothing there. I mean, is it surfing one of the leading moving averages? Run, I think Run looks pretty decent. Not a 5-star setup, maybe a 4-star, 3.5 maybe. But I think it looks pretty decent. I would prefer one more day of sideways or 2 more days of sideways, but it looks decent. HCM. HCM looks okay. A little bit more sideways would be nice. So far, Overstock is bouncing off the rising 20 EMA. Found support there. That's where the buyers come in. Yeah, I bought DraftKings after the ER. I bought it 2 days after the ER. Pfizer, I can even before I pull up the chart, I can tell you it's not because of this simple reason. Look at this number, 1.6. What the fuck? Come on, 1.6 in ADR. You'll never make any money trading these kinds of stocks. So no, I don't think Pfizer is a good play here or there or anywhere. The ADR is in the ones. Like, it's a total waste of time. Yeah, ALT is setting up. It is. BNTX had news. Like, this is an alternative setup. Nah, I don't know. It's more of a news scalper than a short play. SSSS. Yeah. Yeah, it could be a setup. It could be, yeah. Most of the time I have a stop. Most of the time I obey my stops. Otherwise we wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here watching my stream if I didn't, because I wouldn't be streaming. Because I wouldn't be a trader. If I didn't obey my stops most of the time. Thinking about maybe adding more overstock if it takes out lows of the day. What about UAVs? What are we looking at here? Is there a setup here? $50 bounce? Yeah, but just because it bounces off the 50-day doesn't make it a buy. You want to have a range. Like you want this thing to like surf on the moving average. Like, you know, a bounce off a major moving average could be a buy, but that's not really the type of setup I'm trying to teach you. Like, you can create a setup around anything. But to make tens of millions, you only need to focus on one setup. And master that one setup. My job is to make you guys focus, not to jump from method to method, doing this, doing that. How do you know what setup? That's why you need to, like I say it on every stream, you need to spend a few thousand hours studying stocks, studying past moves, and see how they move. You can probably find 2, 3, 4 setups very easily, and then you only need to master one of them to make tens of millions. What's the name of the setup? The name of the setup, if you put in the work, you'll make tens of millions. That's the name of the setup. Thought on apps? If you buy it here, you will never make any money in your life. That's the name of this setup. Oh, you mean on the short side? I don't think there's a setup on the short side either. It's not. It's just grinding higher. There's like no. You know, if you're looking for parabolic shorts, you need something that one is getting really, really stretched, or two is starting to show backside. Like for example, Overstock. This is like a stock that's up what 4,000% this year, and now it's starting to show signs of potential backside. Like it's starting to violate the 10 and 20 day 10 and 20 EMAs, but the jury is still out on this one. Like you could very easily reclaim and go to 150 or something. But you know, I'm just kind of betting on it that it's gonna fade, but that's what stops are for. Yeah. But apps is not really, you know, there's, you know, it's just, you know, grinding higher. There's no short setup here. What return am I looking for per week? You can't look at it that way. You take what the market gives you. But generally, you know, when I take a trade, on the short side, I usually want at least 1 to 5, preferably 1 to 10 risk-reward ratio. And on the long side, I want to see at least 10 times potential on my risk. Preferably 20, 30. But at least 10 times. I don't bother with, you know, 1 to 5 or 1 to 3. That's just a waste of time. Like something like Tesla, when I bought it initially low 1500s, I think I put my stop in the mid. I think I had like a 50. Sorry, not 50 cent. $50 stop on it initially, and now it's up $500. So it's up 10 times my risk. Those are the trades that gonna make you big money. The ones where you make 10, 20, 50 times your initial risk. That's how you can have a 25% win rate and still make many millions. Don't fall into that trap. Oh, I need a 70, 80% win rate. Oh, I need at least 50% win rate. It's all bullshit. If you need a 70% win rate to make money, like, your edge is shit. You need a big edge. Like, unless you're a day trader. They're a little bit different mechanics in day trading. You just can't get the same risk reward. You know. BGF, yeah, maybe next week. Most of the trades I take, I have they either come from my alerts that I put out previously, or my like watch lists. I rarely take trades off my intraday scans. Oh, overstock. Yeah, it found buyers. Taking a $60,000 loss on this beauty. $67,000 loss. Nope, it's too violent. Look at how violently it reclaimed the 20 EMA. That's a sign of strength. That's a sign of strength. Okay. And PDD is starting to fail here. I'm thinking about selling it if it takes out the lows of the day. Yeah, I'll probably sell it. It had all the opportunity to bounce. Like, this thing could go to 80 by the end of the day. We don't know that. But it could also undercut the lows of the day and then rally, you know. But you gotta obey your stops. And my mistake was holding almost full size into earnings. I should have held no more than half size, because I didn't have any profit padding, or not a lot of profit padding. But if the stock would have been, you know, over 100 or something, you know, that would have been better. Come on, bounce here. Bounce here. Come on, go to 95. Do you think of banks' recovery soon? I have no idea. Just follow price action. Big? No. I don't think it's a great setup. I mean, it could work, but I don't know. Nah, it's not that great of a setup. HVT for a short? Nah, not really. I mean, yeah, maybe, but yeah, nah, I don't know. It could work. Yeah, you know, you shouldn't really risk more than 1% of your equity, especially when swing trading. The lower your win rate, the less you should risk on your trades. Like, if you plan to swing trade like I do, like, you should never risk more than 1% of your account on any trade. Mara, yeah, this is the one I sold, and I thought I sold the lows. I think I sold it somewhere here, 430s. or I don't remember when and then it went briefly higher, and now it's just straight down. That's why you don't mess around with something that makes a shelf like 3 times market cap or 2 times market cap or whatever it was. You don't mess around with that. That's some serious selling. But Riot is setting up though. Riot is setting up a nice flag. I will add to this thing if it starts breaking out next week. But thus you can make money risking only 1%? What the hell are you talking about? Of course you can make money risking only. 1% is a lot of risk. If you have 10 losing trades in a row, you're gonna lose 10% of your account. If you have like 10 winning trades in a row where you make, 10, 20 times your initial risk, you're gonna double your account. 1% risk is a lot of risk. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not talking about the position size. I'm talking about the risk on the trade. Like your position sizes, they should be like, they're probably gonna be around 10 to 20% of your account. But I'm talking about the risk on the trade, not the position size. Of course, you should never put 1% of your account in a stock. That's just a waste of time. Yeah, I need to repeat the same things. It's kind of funny. People in chat sometimes get more annoyed than I get by the same questions. But that's fine. I actually haven't written about it in my about page. I probably need to clarify that in my about page. Yeah, T-Doc stopped me out too. I had a perfect entry. I had a lot of size. I had like 15,000 shares in like 191, 192 area or something down here, and then it stopped me out, and now it's up over 20% since. I love it. Trading is easy. Everyone who try will make it in trading. Everyone's a winner, yeah. In a bull market especially. Yeah, in 3 months my about page will be a book. Chapter 1 Flat Earth Concept. Because of science. Yeah, but you can still watch my videos on like Twitch and YouTube. And they only, yeah, and there was swing trading videos, obviously. If you haven't, oh shit, I wonder if Tesla is a short here. Oh man, I'm thinking it could be a short here. Yeah, I'm gonna sell most of my Tesla. I'm gonna sell all the ads from yesterday. I'm gonna go back to, actually, I'm gonna sell, yeah. So I'm gonna go back to 1100 shares. Locking in here. I'm just so afraid it's gonna pull back to 1900 or something. Flush back. So, just locking in yesterday's ads. I think today is the day to be on the record as a stockholder before the split. Oh yeah, well, yeah. Okay. Well, you know, it's kind of hard to be a trader and have a full-time job. It's easier when you're young. But you know, especially you get older, you get family and stuff like that. It's very hard to start trading. Very hard because you need a lot of dedication and a lot of time and effort and energy. Apple's wow. Wait, Apple has more than doubled since March lows? Wow. Okay. Like, let's look at setups and like I can see you know, these low ADR stocks can be tricky traders, but there was a potential setup here. But these kinds of stocks, they're more like grinders. They just keep grinding. They don't have these clean breakouts so many times. Sometimes they do. But look at how nicely it's been surfing the 10 and 20 day. Very linear. This is like what a institutional stock look like. Yeah, 2 trillion. Amazing. Wait, did PDD stop me out? I think it just stopped me out. Did it? No, not yet. It's gonna stop me out in a second. Oh, net is gonna stop me out too. I'm just gonna... No, not net. Pinterest. Okay, I got stopped out of PDD. Took $173,000 loss on it. I sold Pinterest too. It's just too weak. I don't like the price action right now. It could find support on the 20-day and build a range and then break out of that range. But right now I just, you know, want to get rid of the things that are not acting well. Okay, Tesla found support for now. That's good. It's not being nasty. Do you think Amazon will crush all retail stores when they open up in Sweden in November? I don't know. SC needs to go more sideways. Now why couldn't PDD gap up like SC did? Like look at this. PDD or SC had a nice breakout the day before and then it gapped up on earnings. Why couldn't PDD gap up on earnings? Why does the one I'm long gap down? Trading is so easy. They're out to get me. The market gods hate me. the hell is this? MGM looks like a potential setup, but I don't know. It's not really grow. It's just like a beaten down name that's just trying to come back to where it was. So I don't know if there's any fuel to really drive it, but it is kind of bouncing off the 10-day, but not really that great of a setup, I guess. This net reminds me how it looked back in mid-June when it broke out. You know, it went sideways for about a month or a month and a half, built higher lows and got tighter and tighter. It kind of reminds me, you know, it's going sideways, building higher lows, getting tighter and tighter. A part-time to focus on trading or a full-time? I would get a part-time to focus on trading if you really want to make it in trading, but you really gonna want it, because this is not for, you know, it's no joke, man. You can lose all your money if you fuck up, but you really need to want it. You really need to want it and apply yourself. If you want to take the risk, you know, you should get the part-time job and trade. Oh wow, Overstock is having calls? Wow. Call buying for next week's. Nice. A lot of call buying. Man, look, I hope this thing goes to 200. Like, the higher it goes, the juicier it's gonna be once it pulls back. Oh, there's a short piece on GRWG. Interesting. Yeah, I had a job when I started trading. I had a job. And I also kind of had an education too. So I had possibly like 2 jobs. So I had that opportunity. That's why I could take the risk of, you know, focusing on trading, because I knew if I fuck up, I'll just go back to job, you know, work. Which I also did, because I did blow up several times. So I had to go back to work and get my money back. Or build up a new account. EBS, yeah, it's on my watch list. Looks good. CRSP, if they set up, well, CRSP, you know. The thing is, if you bought it on this breakout day, you should probably still be in it, because it never took out the lows of the breakout day. It pulled back, put in another higher low. Like, if you bought the breakout, you should still be in it, because this is only day 3. Like, this is the first day. You should, you know, unless you get stopped out, you decide if you want to sell a third or half. Like if you follow the sell rules, you should still be in it. Like it held higher lows. I think it acts well. If it can go sideways a few days and then break out again, like it would be a good setup again. Arlo. Yeah, well, yeah, it can work. If there wasn't a 50-day moving average here, yeah, I would have maybe sold it. Like I didn't see it until that bounced off this 84. It was back in like 87, 86. I would have probably sold it right there in pre-market if it wasn't right on the 50-day. And yeah, now you can clearly see if you look at the pre-market data and after the open data, it's been building lower highs. Every time it bounces, it's putting in a lower high. You see this? Now, having said that, it could still, like if you look at the daily chart, it's still kind of building higher lows on the daily chart. Like if it reverses here, it will build a higher low. We'll see. Like it's one of these stocks, it's a triple in 4 months, 5 months. Having some little bit of pullback, it's not the end of the world. Like stocks don't usually go straight up without any pullbacks, unless it's called overstock. Or apps, yeah. How big was my account? The turnaround came May 2013 when I made 50% in one day on Fannie Mae. My account went from 8,000 to 12,000 in one day. And since then I've been kind of consistently profitable. Not every month, but pretty much every quarter. And definitely every year. I used SureTrader. That was an offshore broker. Yeah. Exactly. P&L comes in the sitting when you are a swing and position trader. Day trading it's a different mindset, especially scalping. It kind of wears you out. Like I don't get these people who have been trading for 10, 15 years and they still day trade. Like it's like obviously depending on personality. Like some people want action all the time. They want to do something all the time. I want inaction. Like I don't want to sit there and trade. If I could have so much conviction on something, I could put like 50% of my account in like one stock or ETF and then just go away. Like I would do that, but I don't have that much conviction. Because I really don't want to sit in front of the screens and trade all day. And the more money I have, the less I want to spend my life in front of the screens. Like I've been in front of the screens my whole life. I've had too much screen time in my life. Oh man. Way too much. Way too much. Way too much. How old am I? I'm 32 years old. Spend time playing Total. I played the new Troy game. What's Pinterest doing? Yeah, Pinterest kind of undercut. No, it's just I'll rebuy Pinterest if it sets up. Like there could be a setup on it. If it closes like this, there could be a setup on it like on Monday. But I just wanted to get rid of it. I just want to have profitable stuff on right now. Yeah, I'm still young. I mean, look, if you like age adjust my net worth, it's kind of insane, to be honest. It's kind of insane. Like, if I can have the kind of returns I've had for another 3 to 5 years, you know, it's kind of insane if you think about it. You've only been playing one game? Which one? Anyone know if Cola has a position in Tesla? It's very easy to find out. You don't even need to ask that. Do you know why? Or how? No, don't tell him. Don't tell him. What he should do, like, this is my stream. Like, what you should do is click here, then you click about. Here it says, read first. Then you go to this link, you read this link. There's a guide to my layout. Like, everyone should go here. The first thing they do. Like, everyone who hasn't done it yet, go to my about page. And there's a guide to the layout. And you'll figure out where you can see my positions. And then you can see if Tesla is in my positions list. And if it's there, I'm in it. And if it's not there, I'm not in it. League of Legends? Okay. Like, everyone should go read my about page. For those who haven't, like all the new people. I don't have all my money in a single broker, but I do have most of it. I'm actually gonna move like a third of my money from Centerpoint to Interactive Brokers, I think. I'm not really worried, but you know, you kind of get more risk averse over time. We're basically brothers. Yeah, I keep adding, like, once per week I add something or edit something. But I'm kinda lazy. I just got tired of, you know, all the same questions over again. So that's why I did it. Wait, how do I do that? You know what? I'm gonna do some editing stuff. Okay, okay. Nee, no, wait. I just figured out something amazing. You're 34 and you feel old? That's not good. What the hell happened to this window? Oh, read. No? Wait. Oh, okay. Color. What color is it? How do I do this? Wait, what? Why can't I see the color of the... Something is weird. Why can't I see the text? Why can't I see the text? Color. I'm trying to figure out this software. Why can't I see the text? Can you see this box here on my screen? Can you see this thing where like a box here? Where my mouse is? You can't see it. What? I trying to fake this. I can't make it work. Why can't I make it work? Why? Okay, this text I can see though. You can see this text, right? Oh my god, why is it so big? Oh. You can see this text, right? Oh my god, it's huge. Oh my god, this is huge. How do I get it smaller? Damn, this is... How the hell do I do this? Oh god, I hate this software. It's so hard to use. Like, oh my god. Why is it so hard to use? Oh, now I can. Oh, okay, okay. Layout. Ooh. Color effects. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Hey, height. This. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Now I can. Now I get it. Now I get it. Where I thought I got it, but apparently I'm not getting it. You can see this, right? On the very bottom? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, this is good. Yeah, good idea. Oh shit. No, the full link is not showing. Oh wait, what the hell am I doing now? Now, hopefully... Yeah, I know, fuckers. Yeah, if they can't type it, if they're too lazy to type it out, I'm just gonna start auto muting people. Oh my god. If they're too lazy to type this out, I'm gonna be too lazy to answer the same questions. That's the game we're gonna play. It's just easy. Very easy game. If you're too lazy to put this in your browser, I will be too lazy to answer the same questions over and over again. What will kill them? Well, that escalated quickly. Will kill them. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Death cult. Yeah, we're not a death cult, we're a killer cult. It's not a suicide cult, it's a killer cult. Oh. How does it look? I need to go to my own stream and see what it looks like. Oh shit. Loop. Infinite loop. I always get a headache from an infinite loop. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's impossible to miss it. Read this first. Like, it's literally impossible to miss it. If someone misses it for some reason, I mean, they're not gonna make it as traders. I mean, they're just not gonna make it. It doesn't block anything important, right? Oh, actually, it may be blocking the average true range indicator. I'm gonna move it a little bit to the left. Oh shit, I moved the screen. Wait, how do I move it? No. Wait, what? I'm moving the wrong thing. What? Why the hell can't I move? Oh, now. Oh, and oh, a little bit. Maybe he. Oh wait, nah. It's kind of difficult to move. Okay, now it's better. Now it's better. Okay, yeah. Okay, awesome. I see these vaccine names are all starting to kind of like there's a call sales on this mRNA apparently, and like this VXRT looks like shit. INO broke down, but NVAX is still holding. So I'm thinking, maybe if it starts taking out like yesterday's lows or today's lows, I'm gonna go back in short. Hopefully it doesn't trigger today. I don't want this trade today. IBIO, there's a lot of them that just faded a lot. A lot of these well, BDX looks kind of good. They had some news today, but SRNE fading, mRNA fading, NVAX is holding up well. The CVAC recent IPO is kind of holding up. INO looks like shit. This one, well, this is one vaccine player that looks very good, or that's really strong. VXRT fading. QDEL is kinda, it is kinda looking good, but if it breaks below the 50-day, it's gonna go straight to the 100-day, the 200 area. But it's kinda looks good for now. Like higher lows, it's on my watch. This one is, this is a testing company. This one, I don't know. It's mixed out there. Codex faded totally. VIR, this is the one I'm in. Hope we can. DVAX faded. VBIV faded. Oh, well, we'll see. AMD faked you out at 84? What do you mean it faked you out? How could it fake you out at 84? I mean, how, like, I don't get it. How did it fake you up? Where did you buy it? Like, how could you, like, what's the, like, fake you out? You mean you sold it at 84? Or like, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Oh, you bought at 84. Well, that wasn't really a good entry. Like, the entry was yesterday. But like, I see what you see. Like, I mean, okay. I mean, there was like an yes and no. Like, I think the better entry was yesterday, but there was an, you know, maybe entry here today. When I kind of anticipated the breakout yesterday. Okay. All right. So most things look good. Well, everything that I have left looks pretty good. Shady, relentlessly going higher. Tesla looks good. PE looks good. RKT going straight up. AMD, like, it was a better entry yesterday when it bounced off the 20-day perfectly, and then it took out this tight range on the 60-minute chart. Like, I bought it, where did I buy it? My average is 82.06, so I bought it just as it started to break out of this range, and I had a very tight stop, like a dollar stop on it. So it didn't really break out on the daily chart yet when I bought it, but it looked like it was gonna break out of this range on the 60-minute chart. This is why you like use a combination of daily and 60. Like, for you guys, I recommend you only use the 60-minute chart. Sorry, the daily chart. You know, just to keep the noise down, and then you can add the 60-minute chart. You know, after a few years, when you're profitable. Because the problem with the 60-minute chart is you're gonna get a lot of false signals. What's ADD? Stuff like ADD, what is it? I don't know what it is. TFFP? There's no good setup here. It needs to go sideways a bit more. Like, it's way above the 10-day. Like, for a good setup, the 10-day needs to catch up. Preferably also the 20-day. But at least this thing is way above the 10-day. I don't see a good setup there. Oh, good. Run keeps this run. Yeah, look. What did RDF end? Yeah, this run reminds me of that RDF, and it had a like 1 or 2 like failed breakouts when it finally went, but it kept building higher lows, and now it hasn't had a lot of follow through yet, but you know, it's still intact. Reminds me, like, it's building higher lows. It's trying to break out. It can't. You know, not the end of the world. There could be a good setup on it next week. EMPH2. I'm watching this one. Potential high tide flag. SCDG, another one. Like TAN, the ETF, you know, it needs more sideways. This thing is straight up. I don't know. I don't know how much more it can keep going. Etsy, trying to break out of a tight range. But I'm kind of fully invested. Not gonna do much here. Oh, advancing stocks minus declining stocks. Yeah. That stuff, I don't think you really need it. It's just another, like, yeah. I mean, if you're a new trader, the fewer things you look at, the better. Like if you can just focus on trading good setups, everything else would take care of it itself. Then you can start adding like a few things here, a few things there, but I don't really look at, like, I've looked at many breadth indicators and stuff like that. I just, sometimes they're correct, sometimes they give you false signals, and it's like, I mean, what's the point of watching something that has like, it's a hit or miss, So I just don't even look at these breadth indicators and stuff like that anymore, because, or all of these, indicators that you can look at. Like right now, like the past month or so, like the breadth has been deteriorating, and that's something I noticed myself too. Like you get more and more failed breakouts, but some stocks have gone nuts. Like something like RKT straight up from where I bought it, BE straight up, Tesla straight up, Zillow straight up, JD straight up, OCS I've been in for months. Twitter is, not really gone yet. W straight up. Let's just focus on setups. If you passed on buying, breakouts the past month or so, you missed a lot of good trades. It's more important just focus on the leaders. Like what's actually showing strength. And trade those correctly when they break out of good charts, good bases. Exactly, it's all about stock picking. Do I have a specific diet? Well, I'm doing periodic fasting, so I don't eat breakfast. I'm trying to do like 16-8, where I eat for 8 hours, don't eat for 16, but it's usually more like 14-10. And the first meal of the day is a highly purified protein shake with double rich chocolate taste. And then I eat 7.5 avocado toasts. And I also put guacamole on my avocado toast. I wash it down with some filtered green tea. Then I brush my teeth for 4 minutes and 45 seconds with the highest quality toothpaste. And that's also part of my diet. I swallow the toothpaste. I heard it's very nutritious. That's just my breakfast routine or like lunch routine. Do you want me to talk about the rest of my meals too? Exactly, it's low carb toothpaste. No carb toothpaste. Guacamole and avocado are not the same things. Guacamole, it's like you put some, you kind of smash it, right? And then you put like some spices in it also, right? Like avocado toast, then you just smash the avocado. But if you put guacamole on it, it gets better. Do you wipe front to back or back to front? It's a secret. I don't wipe. Do you keep the remaining half of the 8 toast? No, I donate to the local homeless guy. Do you have teeth? Yes. Boxers. Hey, 1337 Hobo, he has the best routine. There you go. No, Europeans don't have bidets or whatever you said. Not what I know. I never used one. I use a locally produced handmade a green ecological soap with all the certifications you can get. That's the soap has all of them. Which leg do you use to get out of bed on Friday? Usually the left. Do you use Head and Shoulders? I probably should. Wait, what happened to the chat? Did the chat go down? I think the chat went down. I'm trying to connect to the chat, but it's not connecting. So I can't see anything you're writing right now. Piece of shit Twitch, come on. Maybe if I try to refresh the page. Nope. I think this, I hope you can hear this. Wait, can I hear myself? Oh yeah, okay, the stream is working, so you guys can hear me, but I can't see the chat. No, now I'm connected again. Can someone write something? No, never mind. Connecting the chat. There's something wrong with the chat. Okay, whatever. I'll just do one more scan, then I'm gonna go do something else. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut the stream now. I can't see the chat, there's something wrong. I don't know if it's down for everyone or just for me, but thanks for joining, thanks for this week. Thanks for reading this. Going to this link and reading this before asking any questions. And I'll see you next week. Happy trading and have a good weekend.